Hello farmers, welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. It is morning, the silage is, the chaff is all compacted, covered up. It should be turning to silage, but morning's here, and the good news is the cotton is ready for harvest, and we are slowly turning these, our cereal crop fields over. Last night the John Deere and the Case Quad got busy fertilizing and cultivating the field 31, and now we're kind of getting 29 and 30 done. I've been doing some potatoes, taking care of the factories. The cotton harvester is already over here taking care of this mess here so we can get field 32 plowed, fertilized, cultivated, and then we can start reseeding these fields over again, which is pretty darn good, I do believe. Frank is busy in the upper plateau. Yes, Frank. He's starting to harvest field number 3. And as much praise as I was giving Frank this morning, saying, Frank, I know I've been giving you a lot of crap over the years, or has it been years? I don't know. It's only been 170 days or whatever we said it was, or 70 days. I've been giving him crap over time, and let's start anew. And I set him off to harvest the field, and I brought the Valtra up, went to unload the combine, and Frank just started doing some weird stuff. So I didn't say a word. I just drove off and left the trailer there, and I was like, you want to play games, go ahead. I don't have time for games today, because today, well, at least this morning anyways, we got stuff to sell. So I do have the speed down at real speed times 1 speed here. We got things to sell as we're waiting for this cotton harvester to finish up this cotton field. Well, I shouldn't say cotton field, cotton mess. But I hate to say mess because, well, cotton's going to bring us a lot of cash. Not at the moment. No, don't get excited. The cotton price is not good. I don't have that much to sell. Get the T8, the John Deere, all set, ready to go down here. Now, I'm wondering, actually, how far did we get at the BGA? Let's go to the BGA. Wasn't too late last night that I got this compact. I can't jump over that wall. The HUD will come up, and 62% done, which is fine. No spilled over chaff, so everything is inside the silos. So every liter of chaff that we had compacted and good to go. The main thing that we need to do is I'm trying to keep up with the potatoes as well, so I can get rid of this mess over here. So I'm trying to keep up with that, but really I'm not getting too far with it like always. But what we need to do today is, yes, we're going to sell some of our stock while our workers are working in the field. And I think the first thing I want to start with is, I know it was not long ago that I sold this stuff, but the chicken eggs. And the reason being, if we go into the market here, we'll scroll on back. There's a couple of good prices today. Chicken eggs, over $3,000. $3,089 to be exact. Yes, the cotton we're keeping a close eye on. This is our sell point right here that we have up there. This price should start climbing up sometime today. But yes, we're going to start by selling some eggs first. And then, if we come on down here to the product that we make a lot of, whiskey. $9.73. That's like one of the highest prices I've seen whiskey. It is at the Timberline Flour Mill, so it's going to be a lot of journeys back and forth, but no problem. I didn't check the meat this morning. No, the meat's not good. Sugar's not good. But the wine is looking really good. That's also either going to be at the Timberline Flour Mill or Agri Wholesales. We'll wait to see what that price gets up to. But while everyone is working and staying busy, we're going to go up here. Let's go visit the gas station. That way I spawn at a decent point. And yes, start selling some eggs. So yeah, I didn't pay nothing off the loan last night like I said we would, because I woke up with like 30 grand this morning. And of course now with a little bit of property income overnight as well. Yeah, we're up to $50,000. But how much am I going to get for 1 pallet of eggs here? It's going to be pretty darn good. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yes, almost 30 grand. Almost 30 grand for 1 pallet. And I'm going to have pallets. I'm not going to have a lot of pallets, but I'm going to have enough pallets. So I'm going to try to sell all the eggs that we have. Should I say try to sell? I am going to sell all the eggs that we have, because over 3,000 is like one of the best prices. But let's get the full ones done first over here. And no, that's not the only chicken coop that we have. We have 2 more chicken coops on the other side of the sheep pasture. So I think today is going to be a darn good day. And if the wool price, I keep saying, I always get wool and cotton. I want to say I confuse them. I just think of white fluffy stuff, and it's like cotton, wool, cotton, wool, cotton, wool. Yeah, I know. But you know what I mean. The cotton price. If the cotton price goes up today, that would be great. I know Frank's waiting for me. Frank's going to have to wait just a second. We're going to sell this one more for now. So just by selling the products alone, we should get up to $1 million today, I think. If I don't keep doing things like that. Find the sweet spot. Sell the eggs. Perfect. 30,000. If you're kind of new here, these pallets that I have hold almost 10,000 liters of eggs. Actually, 9,600 to be exact. Why that number the mod maker made it, I have no idea. Maybe because how many liters are in a box of eggs or something like that? I have no idea. All right, so yeah, you can see the fields up here. They're ready for harvest, just barely. Let's grab the Voltra. Let's go over and help Frank out, because Frank needs a lot of help. Yes, we got the Voltra. I got the weight in the front. Should be no problem. Now, I did not check the price of canola, which I should do, because if the price is good and it's up here, we'll just go ahead and sell it directly. Especially if it's at Agro Wholesales, which is right over here. That'd be really good. But I want to keep Frank rolling today to get this all harvested, and these fields do not need to be limed or anything like that, so they are all set to go ahead and be reseeded. So we'll bring the Claas Axion tractor over and start seeding once we are out of here. Once Frank gets done harvesting these fields, yeah, the Claas will be right behind planting next crop, which is soybean. So it's going to be a little bit of running around today. I mean, we do that quite often anyways, but more than usual, I guess I should say. As we get this unloaded, we go back and start selling some more chicken eggs. And then we'll sell the whiskey. I have not taken care of my factories yet this morning. I needed to take care of the wine factory last night, but the bucket, our wheel loader, still had potatoes in the bucket. And, yeah, so I just said, it'll be fine. It'll all be fine. So I'm thinking by the end of this in-game day, I know I talked about start buying some more land up here. But if we start getting a lot of money, like over $1 million, I want to pay off more to loan before I buy the property. All right, so I'm going to skip on. Actually, I can just skip right to this chicken coop right over here. Either one doesn't matter. Yeah, we got eggs galore. So instead of you watching me sell all of these, and yes, I'm going to carry over with the Lift Anything mod because I'm that lazy at this point. I'm not going to try to do it with a forklift or pallet spikes because it'll take me forever. So I'm going to sell these one by one. I'm going to get some more work done around here, which means helping Frank out. But I'll bring it back when I've sold all the eggs so we can kind of see how far we've actually gotten. But I think it's going to be pretty darn good. I mean, you can see already how many more pallets I got to go here. Got all the eggs sold, even though we just hit the top of the hour, so that pushed us over. We are now at $400,000 in the bank account. And I'm over here helping Frank, and I think I'm actually going to go ahead and sell this canola straight up. Over at the Timberline Flour Mill, the price is decent enough, and I think today is a day that we're going to try to bring in as much cash as we can. I don't need to keep the canola for anything. I need to go over and sell it now because, well, the trailer is getting rather full, and Frank has a ways to go. So Timberline Flour Mill, here we come with almost 40,000 liters. I think the price, if I didn't say, is like $728. It's in the mid. I don't want to say mid 700s. Well, it's close enough. As long as 725, 750, that's a pretty decent price for canola, I do believe, on hard economy. So the next thing I want to sell is the whiskey and get rid of that because I got a lot of pallets of whiskey down there. And I kind of need to get rid of those because, as we know, when I start getting a lot of pallets in that one section, it's not bad at all. I mean, yes, I can see a little bit of a frame drop, but it's not too bad. But the price is really good for whiskey, so we need to go ahead and sell that. I've been trying to take care of the potatoes as well. The cotton harvest is almost done in that one field, so I can get the T8 and then eventually the John Deere prepping that field for reseeding. We're very close to doing that, so that'll be good to get those 3 fields replanted with wheat so we can get our whiskey factory up and running because, well, I think I'm out of wheat. I'm not too sure. Am I out of wheat? I think I might be. If I go into my inventory, we are going to show like 120,000 liters, but that is the wheat I brought up to the upper plateau for the chickens. So when I check here in just a second, I need to have like 200,000 liters in storage for me to say, yes, I got wheat somewhere. So yeah, we're going to sell this canola straight up, and yes, even with the weight on the front of this tractor, it's still a little light. I mean, this is a light tractor to begin with, a Valtra. But it has decent enough horsepower. We got like 230 some odd horsepower, and this is good enough to go ahead and do the carting around. And the reason why we do that is so the Axion tractor can go ahead and seed while we're doing this, which it will eventually. So yes, I think even just by selling, if I don't even sell the cotton today, I think we'll reach $1 million in product sold. So that'll be pretty darn good. I mean, there's 28,000 in canola, and we're going to have, let's see, probably 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 trailers more to bring on up here. So that'll be $100,000 in canola sold today. That'd be pretty darn good. So that gives us like a $500,000. Like I said, we're getting ready to sell the whiskey. That's going to be like maybe at least 3 trailer loads of whiskey coming up. So 80,000 liters at $1,000-ish. So yeah, we're looking at, if I say 3, we're looking at like $225,000 of whiskey I got down there, which is pretty darn good. So I'm going to bring this on back. I'll beat you back up. Same sell point, except we'll have the Volvo truck and a trailer load of whiskey to sell. So not quite 80,000 liters. I do have a couple pallets on here that are not full, so we're just going to say probably like 77,000 liters of whiskey getting ready to be sold. And yes, Frank is full once again, so need to keep him busy today. Alright, so I should be able to just unload it onto the trailer, disconnect, sell it all. That still is kind of weird off the pallet, but it is what it is. Yep, 75,435. That is great. Getting us over $500,000. Like I said, I got a couple more trailers of whiskey to go for sure. I'll just bring on down here so you can see it. Yeah, I got it all removed from the factory. So how many more trailer loads do I got? That's a full trailer there. I got a little bit there and there. So that's definitely 2 more trailers. And I got maybe a trailer there. So yeah, I got 3 trailers left to go. A good amount. So I'll bring it back when I finish those up. I got to go take care of Frank first of all. I don't want to keep him waiting. I want to get him grumpy. Yeah, I know. I'm picking on him again. Can't help it. Just can't help it. So hopefully when we come back, like I said, with 3 trailer loads at $80,000 and 100, so we carry the one. Yeah, we should be somewhere around $670,000 in the bank account. Oh wow, that's looking good. The other thing I probably need to keep an eye on as well, like I said, we got tons of grapes to sell, but that price is kind of going down, and the price we're going to watch now is the wine. It's either going to be Timberline Flour Mill, but Agro Wholesale is catching on up. Anyways, I'm going to go back to selling some more whiskey. Finally, bring up the last load of whiskey up here. Been really kind of busy switching some things around. Frank is now over here in field number 4 harvesting. Frank Jr. is in charge of seeding field number 3. The cotton harvester, module harvester, has moved on to the huge field of cotton. So that means the TA is now plowing field number 32, 34. I had to think about that for a second. And like I said, I'm kind of busy selling off this stuff here. Am I going to get up to 700,000 with this load? Just shy of it, not too bad, but that is all the whiskey up and sold. But while I'm here, I just want to double check. How much wheat do I have? Do I have any wheat? Actually, I must have a good amount of wheat at the pig barn, which is good, or the pig silo, so I can go ahead and get the whiskey factory up and running. But we got to get the factories up and running, meaning the whiskey factory and also the wine factory. Both are not producing anything at the current moment because they are out of whatever product they need to make such products that they do make. Looks like Frank is going to need some assistance over here. So since we're here right now would be a good time to go over and help him out, right? As you can see, we almost got a full trailer here of canola, so this should bring another, what was it, $28,000, was it? Something like that? I forgot what it was. But yeah, we're doing pretty darn good for this morning, for sure. I mean, we started with like 30 at 7 o'clock in the morning. I had like 30 grand or something like that, and now we're almost up to 700 grand. So we are going to have days like yesterday in game to where I think I only sold one trailer or something. I don't even remember what it was. Just enough to give us enough cash to get through the day to, buy seed, fertilizer, whatever we need to get our fields up to 100%. But then we're going to have days like today where we have stockpiled some product. The animals have made some more whatever they make. And yeah, we're going to have days where we can just bring in a whole lot of cash. But how is our map looking? Yeah, the Axion's over here sowing in some soybeans, and pretty soon they'll be over here sowing in soybeans over here. The plow is doing wonderful. The cotton module harvester, I did get a module over here, so we are doing pretty darn good. How full of a trailer do I got? Full enough to where, we're going to go sell it. We are going to go sell this load right here because I'm not going to get another combine load into here. So this will give us over 700,000. Like I said, at some point when the wine price stops going up, we will sell that too. And I probably have 4 trailer loads there. And with the price that is selling for, that is going to be a lot of cash. I can't even think of how much cash it's going to do right now because, my mind can't think like that right now. So let's go sell this canola anyways. It saves me from putting it in the silo and turning around, selling it around later. And I don't need any product to be stored because we topped off the pigs a day or so ago. Actually, I should look into this, why this is selling. We know we're going to get like 25,000 for that. Let me check on the animals for a second. The pigs, yeah. So we're up to 462. The hog barn that we have holds 500. And you can see the food stats are looking pretty darn good. We're almost full and everything, except for straw. I may have to get some straw. The chickens, we topped off the animals a couple days ago, but the one thing I kind of forgot about is how are we doing on the horses? 2 more days on the horses, and we'll start having a cycle of horses. That's going to be pretty darn good cash coming in there as well. And while I'm sitting here, is that cotton price at our sell point starting to go up or anything like that? No. We do have a decent amount of wool. That price is really not that bad. And the milk price, no, that milk price, yeah, we're at that. That's terrible. That's just terrible. How is the wine doing? The wine is slowly creeping up. I think Agro Wholesales, which is a little bit longer drive, but if the price is good, I'm willing to do that today because it's all about bringing in the cash. What else do we need to look at for price? So the wool, I may need to go sell that wool instantly because almost $1,000 per. I know it's been only like a couple days, but we do have a good amount of sheep, so we may have a decent amount of wool to go ahead and sell. So let's actually go do that now while we wait for Frank to finish up this harvest up here. I'll have to take care of the last row because we know the workers do not like taking care of that last row. So we'll park this here for now. And now we'll go right ahead and jump on over to... Wait, where am I going? That's the wrong section. There you go, Peanut. That's where we want to be. At the gas station. Looks like I may have, like 20,000 here, 10,000 liters here and there. Yeah, we got a couple of good full pallets. So yeah, the price is dropping, but upper 900s is pretty darn good. So yeah, as you can see, 9,152 for that pallet, because these pallets, like I said, hold 10,000 liters. That's for people who may not have been here in the series before and you're wondering, how come your pallets are worth so much? Because we got modded pallets and these hold 10,000 liters of wool. And I don't even remember how much sheep we got, but we got a good amount of sheep already now. There we go. Almost up to $750,000. Perfect. And the wine is definitely going to push us over $1 million for today. And oh my lord, if that cotton price decides to go on up, and then, we'll have a whole bunch of cash. Alright, so that's a half a pallet, so let's bring it on over. Yeah, these self-marketing places, without them, I don't want to say we would be that much worse off, but they definitely have helped. Definitely. I'm not going to go ahead and sell all this wool here. I mean, if it's a decent amount, no, it's not. 2,500, that's a decent amount to bring on over. It's like $2,500, right? Alright, that's the last of the wool sold to bring us up to 770,000. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. This day's turning, the morning's turning a lot better than I thought it would. So Frank Jr. is just about done. Yeah, you just don't want to You just don't want to do that last bit, do you, Frank? It's all right. Maybe he's taking a coffee break. He's been working for an hour and a half, so he's probably a little exhausted. Let's go ahead and finish off this for him. And then he can get started on the smaller fields. And I can bring that Volvo truck and the flatbed on down to, since we're going to sell the wine and the grapes just yet, I need to bring that over to the cotton field and start getting those cotton modules out of the field. Yeah, then we're going to head on over to, I almost said the BGA. Need to head on over to the pig silo. I do believe my other Volvo truck is there with a Wilson trailer. If so, we'll start filling up the whiskey factory with some wheat. I hope I got the wheat in there. And of course I need to top everything off with some water. Same with the wine factory. And then our wheel loader should not have any more potatoes in it. That should be all dumped in there. I can use the wheel loader to start bringing some manure over to the wine factory as well. So let me take care of a few things around here. I shall meet you down over at the pig area. The hog barn, silo. Yeah, that general area. Definitely a lot going on here on the farm this morning. I think I got, is it 5 or 6 workers going, what have you, and I'm trying to do everything in between. Yep, taking care of the potatoes over here right now. Be glad when this little project is over as well. Kind of move these belts and potato washers out of here. Don't plan on planting any more potatoes anytime soon, I'll tell you that much. How are we doing here? I sold the rest of canola from field number 4. So when I emptied the combine out, just went up here and sold it. It was like $5,000 worth. Frank Jr. is already seeding some soybean in field number 4. We got the harvest going on in field 11/12. The TE8 is doing pretty good plowing the field 32, 34. The John Deere, I thought I had working. I did not, but now he's spreading manure down. This Volvo I brought down, I already got 3 cotton modules from the cotton harvest this morning. So there's 120,000 liters of cotton sitting there right now. That's pretty darn good. And right now I'm waiting for this Volvo truck. Don't get me off of that. Volvo truck right here. Just top this off with some wheat from our pig silo. We're going to go feed. Yeah, we're going to go feed the whiskey factory. Let's go give the whiskey factory some wheat. And then we'll come back, grab the water tanker, top off the whiskey factory with some water. And like I said, then we'll head on down to the wine factory and take care of that. The big pile that you saw there, if you're not aware, is actually pig food spilled from the pigs. I cannot put it back in because the pig food, they're full on some of their food supplies, what they demand, so I cannot actually tip that back in. So right now that's just going to sit there for a while until the pigs chow on down. I think this will take all 120,000 liters, and I actually think there's still water inside the whiskey factory, so this should just almost fire right back up, which would be good. This place makes whiskey pretty darn quick. That's why we had all that whiskey to sell this morning. The wine factory does the same exact thing, but the wine factory does take, I don't want to say it takes a lot of water. It only can hold 50,000 liters of water and manure, and it goes to it rather quickly, but for what we're selling the wine and grapes at, I have no problem with that at all. So not too bad this morning. We've sold, like I said, we sold the whiskey, we sold wool, now we sold eggs. We're up to $750,000 in the bank account. When I go ahead and sell that wine, it's going to be a pretty darn good amount. And there comes the whiskey already starting to be made. I don't need the trailer for anything else. It didn't take all, it only can hold 100,000 liters, I guess. Yeah, 100,000 liters is all it holds. No problem. Let me drive past here. If it's got a good amount of water in it, then I'm not going to worry about it too much. No, it's almost out of water completely. So, oh yeah, that's right. What our greenhouses are doing. They may need to be topped off today. Is it today? Oh, I might be able to go another day. It's 25%. But the lag has kind of gone out of here because of all the whiskey pallets that I had here. I also got a whole bunch of meat over there. The sugar factory, like I said, doesn't produce the sugar like the previous version I had did. Now there is an updated version of that sugar factory. I did not update to that one because that one would require pallets, which means another factory I would have to put on down and maintain. And yeah, I got enough to do. Yeah, so all that pile on the right is pig food. All that pile on the left is potatoes. Yep. And once we get rid of the potatoes, I thought the potatoes would be fun. It was for about the first 10 minutes using all that system, and now it's like, yeah, I'm done with it. Just not my style, not my type. Don't like doing it. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't like doing it. It's just a lot of work. That's all I got to say. And I got enough work to do. I think that's kind of my problem. Well, one of my problems. We all know I got many problems, but we'll just try to deal with one problem at a time. Now, let's zip around here, and we'll top off the whiskey. Well, I shouldn't say top off. The whiskey factory does hold a lot of water, so it's going to take this complete tanker for sure. Can I get it in the trigger, please? Thank you. And Frank is almost full of, I almost said cotton, canola again. I know I keep checking. I'm only running at 1 times the speed, but I'm waiting for this cotton price, the $12.49 price, to start climbing on up. The spinnery, that price is actually pretty darn good for the spinnery, but our sell point can get up to like 1900. That's what we're waiting for. We'll see what that gets up to. Yep, there goes all the water's already been taken by the whiskey factory. So the whiskey factory should be set for like a day and a half or so. Well, actually, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Maybe just a day, because I don't have the wheat. It's going to be a couple days before we get wheat again, because we don't have any planted yet. We will have wheat planted by the end of today, though. In-game day, sorry, not by this episode. We just got a few more things to do here in this episode, and we're going to wrap it on up. And I am going to try to get more work done in between episodes. Probably the rest of the harvest of the Upper Plateau will be done. And maybe, who knows, maybe even reseeding the fields as well might be done. So yay, I finally got a free bucket. I could have dumped the potatoes back on the ground and just done it that way, but that's fine. Let me mush some potatoes there. That's always helpful. Yeah, so right now also my helpers are taking the manure and slurry all out of the cow barn. The pigs right now just are not keeping up with the manure and slurry like they once were, which is fine. So we'll give them a little while, and the cows definitely are making enough slurry and enough cow manure to keep our cereal crop fields over on the lower east side fertilized, and also the cow slurry on the fields over here. Now, actually, I think this place is out of water, but it's almost out of manure as well. So, and plus our tanker was refilling with some water, so we're going to come over here and dump it out in. And I should be able to just dump it right here, and that'll be good. And we can get this place back up and running. And my brain was trying to wrap around how many cotton modules we have, and just say the price got up near 2,000, which it has before. And my brain was trying to wrap around how much money we have in cotton sitting around, and my brain was trying to calculate, and my brain's like, nah, I can't count that high. It's definitely going to be a couple $1 million for sure. And that'll be a great day. And I'm not going to sell it if the price is not at least $1,850. Should I go $1,850? Yeah, $1,850. 2,000 seems to be extreme. Hold on for a great demand, you say? Yeah. I mean, we've been lucky, I think, twice on here where I was getting ready to sell something and a great demand came up exactly for what I was getting ready to sell. I think one time there was sugar, and I was like, really? That worked out just perfect. All right, helper I like I said, we got so many helpers going on. That's someone. That's all I know. It's someone. Might be the T8. Might be done plowing. If it is, he's fine. All right, so while that's unloading, let's go to the map and see who is doing what here. Frank needs some help. Helper I is Frank Jr. He's seeding. The T8 is done. The John Deere is moving along. Yep. Everyone's doing what they should be doing. So I got about 2 more buckets of manure to bring on over. Yeah, wage payments for the hour, $5,200. But I mean, that's not bad for the amount of workers I got going there. And plus, we do have some property income coming in. With those, I don't know how many I think 8 greenhouses is what we have, and a solar power plant. I really don't know how much we make an hour from property income. I did at one point, but I'm not going to bother figuring it out. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we lost a little bit of cash that hour. But it's all good. Work is getting done. The farm is making profits as well. Did I really need to say that at this point, since we gone from $30,000 to $750,000 here in a couple hours? Yes, I will say a couple hours. Since I've been running real time since I started playing tonight, and I started right at 7 o'clock. So, yeah, been playing 2 hours tonight just to get this episode in. Right, one more bucket load, the manure will be topped off, and then we'll bring some water over. I'll have no problem topping off because that only holds 50,000, and our tanker holds 62,000. So like I said, in between episodes, the cotton harvest will continue. The canola harvest will continue. I will sell the canola as we harvest it. I won't sell like the wine or the grapes or the cotton if the price gets good, because those prices, when they peak, should stay there for quite a while anyways. But I'm going to keep running at 1 times the speed. That way the cotton harvest, that'll probably take like another hour and a half to finish that field. Something like that. But by then, like I said, the upper plateau should be all harvested and reseeded. Should not be a problem. So as a farm owner, I'm going to be sitting back with my legs up, just moving some vehicles around here and there. Maybe doing the potatoes, and just keep an eye on all my workers and what they're doing. That's all I'll be doing in between episodes, but work will get done. Alright, perfect. Actually, it took everything that was in the bucket, which is kind of odd. I thought that would have topped it off. Worked out perfect. I mean, the empty bucket and 100 free liters to go. Let's clean up our mess here a little bit with the potatoes. Looks like a lot of potatoes here, but you're going to see this bucket holds like 10,000 liters, and I'm going to pick up a good amount of it. So, like 30,000 liters are left in the silo, and I'm going to say probably 20,000 liters left on the ground there. There we go. That's kind of funny when it unloads, but that's the way it is. So the whiskey factory is up and running. The wine factory in a second will be up and running. Making a lot of progress here today. I like that. I like it a lot. And now we got the water going in. So this should fire up here in a second. And maybe I will take care. Maybe I'll take care of the greenhouses while everyone else is working. I don't have to worry about it late in the evening. So yeah, over here you can see all these pallets right here. Those are all the grapes. And that is all the wine. So each pallet is 4,000 liters, and last we checked, the price is like $1,600 per 1,000. How are we doing here? Is the price still going up? Yeah, so the price of agri wholesales may overtake Timberline Flour Mill. So yeah, well, you can see at 4,000 liters per pallet, and we're going to get like $1,650-ish per 1,000. So that means each pallet is going to be like $6,500 worth. So every pallet there is $6,500. Yeah, I don't know. Is that right? Each pallet is $6,500? Yeah, that seems right, doesn't it? Yeah, sounds good. Sounds really good. See, I just can't do math today. long work day, and now I'm here recording, so my brain is like, hey, you want me to do math now? Not going to happen. That's a lot of pig food. I'll be glad a little bit when the pigs start eating more food and I can dump that all in. I probably could store it into a silo. I mean, but you know. All right, we'll fill that back up. We're going to come up here and help take care of Frank. And I don't know why I said it like Frank. I have no idea. And then I got to go take care of Frank Jr. because Frank Jr., like everyone else, I don't know what it is about that field up there, field number 4. That little edge over by the Timberline Flour Mill. They never want to complete that section for some reason. And at some point in the future, like I said, we'll start buying some of these fields up here little by little. I think when we start buying the fields up here, it'll be like day or evenings where we end up with like maybe $300,000-$400,000 in the bank account. And maybe instead of paying off some of the loan, we'll buy a field and start merging it. Because like I said, I think I said in the beginning that what we'll do is we'll pay off the loan completely and then buy all the fields. If we go here now, yeah, we own all the fields in the lower plateau. I don't know if I'll buy, well, maybe we'll have to buy all the land just to make it complete. But we don't have that much. I don't know how many plots are actually up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we do have small plots up here. All right. Easy enough. That is quite a bit of plot of land to buy up there. Probably like $1.5 million worth of land up there I may have to buy. Something like that. Something like that. All right, we should be out of the way there. I mean, you were starting the row. I don't know why you didn't finish. I don't know why. We'll take care of it. But I mean, we're doing good. We're getting the upper plateau harvested and reseeded in the same half part of the day. Not too bad. But I think that's where we're going to have to wrap up for today, guys. Yeah, I'm probably even going to start seeding the cereal crop fields as well, maybe at some point here soon. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I mean, I got a lot of work to do, but we'll see how far I get by next episode. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you next time right here on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one. All right, Frank Jr., let's go down and see your father. He should be almost done harvesting that field, and you can finish up yourself. You got to fold the seed drill there first, buddy. There you go.